Hi guys, and welcome to another HOI4 video. In today's video I'm gonna be doing war conquest as Syria, which is now a starting nation in Hearts of Iron 4. This country shouldn't even be a starting nation. First things first, we start with 0 factories, which is historically dishonest, especially when you consider the fact that somehow Bhutan has 3 of them. We also start with no military, but fair enough I guess. And we also start with no templates. What other country starts with no templates, you might be wondering? Well, there's 4 of them. You can guess which ones they are. Lebanon, Palestine, Jordan, Kuwait. But you guys voted for this, so everything that happens from now on is your fault. You know what, let's leave Yapich on the side and let's actually begin with this run. I'll start with political effort, and we're gonna start with basic machine tools and transport planes immediately, and I'm gonna go for the MIO. Anyway, I might not be playing Hatay only Syria, because that's not shooting yourself in the leg, that's shooting yourself everywhere but the leg. I am playing on a 30 degrees Celsius, with no AC, with no fan, because that ruins the audio quality, with no windows open, because that ruins the audio quality, because I live next to the main road. Bashar. When you start this run, you gotta make sure that it says Hatay here on armament effort focus, because if it doesn't, just reset. Or don't even play as this country, that's what I recommend you to do. And okay, we can begin with this hacking epic wholesome run. So the way this run works, we need to min-max everything until like September or October 1937. If we don't do that, we fail. Or we have to play until 9080 or some shit like that, and I don't want to do that. I want to finish this run in 10 hours, in 8 hours, as less as possible, and to actually have some time to think about my previous life choices, rather than suffocating in the gaming room odor and being lubricated and being covered in gamer grease all the time. By the way, this video is sponsored by no one. I ain't got no sponsors. I'm too based and schizopill to have sponsors. This guy probably ain't even a Muslim because he's Lebanese. Okay, next focus, industrial effort. And let's now hire a fascist demagogue. And oh my god, Seo, such an innovative gameplay experience. You're totally not doing the exact same thing that you do as always. Listen, if you were sent out on a quest to do 53 war conquests in one single year, and record yourself losing your mind doing that, constantly resetting the runs and occasionally saves coming, having to edit it all, not as of late because I got an editor, having to experience almost every single one of those videos flop like crazy, you wouldn't be creative either. Honestly, I wish I could pause the time, go communist as Syria, and then like kill everyone and cause 200 million casualties, but we're not gonna do that today. I'm sorry. Actually, you know what? I'm not sorry. Go watch Bittersty or some shit like that. Anyway, concentrated industry 1 is next. We need to maximize the production, that's why I'm rushing industry. And yeah, sadly as Syria we start with absolutely nothing research, except for the guns. Look at this focus. In 22 days we're gonna get 1 military factory, but I can turn that into 2. Let's go over here and let's prepare for civil war. Let's also expand civil support. This is gonna kill our stability, but it's fine. Let's rush improve machine tools. Once again, I need production. Look at that, 47% stability. We can just click on this little funny button and we can ignite the civil war. Anyway, we're just in the civil war like that against Muhammad Ali Bey al-Abid. I know what Abid means in Arabic. Anyway, when we check over here, it says Hatay. It's gonna spawn factory here. And now we need to either do armament effort or construction effort. We're gonna do what our enemy is not doing. So how the hell am I gonna know that? Well, with the help of Yakutian necromancers, we're gonna foresee the future somehow. And this is how. Anyway, let's produce exactly 20 rifles. I'm gonna hire army fence specialists for army XP, and since my enemy is doing liberty etos, which I know, thanks to the Yakutsk necromancers, shout out to those guys, I can pick whichever focus I want. I'm gonna go for construction effort. Let's create 1 infantry template division and let's just put it into training. And I got enough guns, so I can stop production of them. Let's now instead produce inter-war transport planes. Now here's one thing I hate about the new DLC. The cosmetic tags are absolutely broken. Even though I'm free, I'm still Republic of Syria with that French color, trying to indicate that I am their puppet. Anyway, we got 1 single division. Let's send them onto Antakya. Now we can produce 8 transport planes a year. We need 50 by the end of this year, just to let you know. Construction effort is done and the enemy has picked the next focus. Yakutian necromancer, I call for your aid. The necromancers have informed me that the enemy is doing construction efforts, so I'm gonna be doing armament effort too. Yay, we got the first transport plane. Yakutian necromancers, I call for your aid for one last time. Please revive Hood Irony Tips. Okay, we got the 5th plane. It's mid-February, you know what time it is. Let's justify on Lebanon. And yes, I know I can directly attack France right now, but I won't do that. And that's it, we finished the focus, which means the enemy's finished it as well. Now let's take Halep, and that should be it. So I'm thinking let's go for another mill instead of 2 civs. I know 2 civs is great, but right now I only have minus 1.6% production because of it. Oh, and besides, let's get political loyalty, because this boosts production so much that I forgot about it. From 1.16 went to 1.29. Anyway, in my mod, I'm gonna add 1 civilian factory in Aleppo and 1 military factory in Damascus. I'm pretty sure they had some military industry in Damascus, and you know, this region is known for like agriculture and whatnot. I forgot to ask France for Lend-Lease. I could have gotten myself around 25 convoys. It's fine, I guess. Oh, screw yourself, Turkey, you're not getting those factories. Go screw yourself. Let's get a 3rd resource slot, guys. And I got my 10 divisions right here. I'm gonna create a new paratrooper template, just 1 single battalion. Let's convert them all to that. The Wargo is ready. We need 1 more plane. And now we just need to deploy our guys right here and wait for this thing to turn blue. And we can now paradrop France and begin the war. So it's the core war on Lebanon. Here's the thing. If you manage to retain the control of Aleppo, the city, or only coastal state which has a port, we can get a navy in the peace deal. So if we can take them out in like 2 or 3 days, it will be perfect. What? There's a division in Paris. Let's try again. Okay, this time it worked. Okay, if we can hold all these cities, I think they cap. Yeah, they do. So let's hold until midnight, and that's it. France is dead. Okay, so here's the peace deal. Let's annex Lebanon. Also take Tunisia, Algeria, and Morocco. Of course, steal all of their navy and puppet them everywhere else. Add war operations wherever I can, and let's steal some resources. I'm looking for some aluminium and for some steel. I think this will do. And that's it. We got their divisions, 14 in total. Beautiful. Plus, we can train their divisions and their men to die in our own wars for our own interests. Something similar to what they did to Syria, or any place they colonized. Belgium is easy to kill. You just need to take 1 single city. Brussels, Antwerpen, or League. Basically, their king chickens out and says, you know what, it's over guys, let's capitulate immediately. And we exploit that fact. So how do we know the city is empty or not? There's a thing in Belgium called the Golden Triangle, which is these 3 cities. Very strong economic region. However, our Golden Triangle is something else. It's paratrooping into this city right here. This means that we know if there's a division in Brussels, Antwerpen, or League. And look, there's one in League right now, leaving. Well, that's a shame, I guess. Okay, these guys arrive in first, seems. Okay, these guys arrived here. I know that because they were the quickest division, so I can just charge up here and take it now. Okay, we took it, and they should die now. Yep, here we are. Puppet, war operations, and same thing with the Congo. And yeah, I know I could have puppeted Rwanda, Burundi, and Katanga, but why? Anyway, we're in the big boys league right now, and they want to limit our naval armament immediately. Hell nah. Hell nah, bro. I ain't going there without a navy. By the way, fun fact, you can actually retain Hatay if you're still in the civil war in August 1937. If the enemy Syria is controlling it, or well, owning it, but you're controlling it, then they won't be able to give it to Turkey. Does the manpower exploit work? Let's find out. Convert them to infantry? Oh, look at it, it does. Now back to the French infantry, wait for a couple of hours, and back to our own. Ooh, this is great. Issue with this exploit is sometimes it just doesn't work. But sometimes it does. Anyway, I'm going to create the agency right away. I should have done this like 2 weeks ago. Time is of the essence right now. We want to kill UK before Germany declares war on Poland. If we can do that, we can have entirety of the allies for ourselves. We're basically gonna be unstoppable then. Now to do that, I'm gonna get myself some transport planes. At least 100, but I think I'm gonna go for even 200. I'm gonna need guns. Lots of guns. Besides guns, I'm also gonna need artillery, so let's research it. And speaking of research, let's get another research slot. Since I need a little bit of rubber, I'm just gonna buy it from one of the random countries, so I don't raise my puppet autonomy. I hired an elusive gentleman, so we get these upgrades quicker. Let's instantly go for suspills. I will also build an aeronautical facility like here. And let's start justifying on Turkey. They're gonna get guaranteed by the UK, and yeah, a war goal which never expired. In September 1938. I'll attack them later though, don't worry about it. Let's send Aziza ibn Hisham to Birmingham. Good luck, Aziza. You're gonna need it. Ha ha ha, guys. Get it, Birmingham. Ha. I can also request license production from France and get their equipment, literally for free. I know, that's crazy, right? Let's go for collective status, and I want to work my way down the focus tree until I get the 5th research slot. Also, I'll need some artillery and some anti-air. Since I'll be fighting back home, I'm gonna take these French divisions and let's send them like this. It's all mountains except for this province in Lebanon and this one right here, so I'll build like little free forts there. Okay, so we're gonna need a fighting template. For now, that's just gonna be 10 with support artillery and support anti-air. I'm gonna need one full army of 1 infantry battalion paratroopers. I can become the spy master, but I'm not sure if it does anything. No, it doesn't. No, there goes the 50 political power down the drain for nothing. Imagine conquering your own colonizer and still being hated by the majority of your people. Oh boy, I'm gonna need some generals. And I don't want them all to be like politically connected and whatnot, so let's switch to bold attack. And please have a good general. Please. Okay, good. Salim ibn Ahmed. Nice. Okay, we've got a breakthrough. Let's get the radars. That's probably the only special project I'm gonna get this entire run. Because radars are unbelievably good, as a certain individual would say. I just don't get it. How is this not a wasteland? But this is, and most especially this is. Bruh. These guys are ready. Let's now split them up into 4 separate armies. Each one of these armies has 6 paratroopers and 6 infantry. They're all gonna be sent to Calais. I feel like this thing is really OP because it gives you like daily command power. It can be definitely useful for some countries which have like almost none because of the very bad war support. Okay, now I can produce my own stuff and I don't have to produce the expensive French stuff. Justification of Turkey is ready. I can attack them whenever I want, but I'm gonna delay it a little bit. No war this year then. Are you sure about that? Okay, we've got 200 transport planes, which means we don't have to produce them ever again. Let's now deploy them all in Calais. We got 2 air wings, right? But if we split them, we get 4 air wings. Each one has at least 50 transport planes, which means each one of them can actually power drop. About to finish a collaboration government, and I would never, ever save scum, so I get a 45%. By the way, you can tell someone saves coming if this button is unticked, because it gets unticked if you load the save file. Oh, we got 45%! Oh, that's great. Oh yeah, I totally didn't save scum. Okay, I feel like we're ready. Let's go to Cherbourg, and we can now attack United Kingdom, but let's first get some generals. We don't really have an intel on United Kingdom. We don't exactly know what's going on. If we had radars, we would know. We can increase the intel by doing intel network like this, but that's still not enough to know like where their divisions are at. But we got a solution. Let's now split a bunch of submarines into their separate task forces, and every single one of them is basically gonna spy their coast and tell us what's going on. And yeah, sure, they're gonna get bombed and killed when the war begins eventually, but they're gonna be crucial. I want you to look at that. Due to a handful of submarines being at sea, we know that Portsmouth is empty, we know that Ipswich is empty, and so is Hull, and we can actually power drop there and send our guys to fight there. Now Portsmouth is ideal because it's the closest one. Anyway, this is how you power drop. We take 1 division from the 1st army and power drop to 1st place. 1 division from the 2nd army and power drop wherever we want to power drop with that division. 1 division from the 3rd army and 1 division from the 4th army. And let's now attack Turkey. They're guaranteed by Romania. Nice, another extra country in the peace deal. Now instantly start justifying on Italy. Look at this, 4 instant power drop orders. Beautiful. Let's instantly ship our guys off to Portsmouth to fight. And if you notice, UK is pretty close to capitulation already. Well, not close, I wouldn't really say that word, but it's not that far. Now once again we do exact same thing. Try to take a little bit more land around Portsmouth so that it's safer for our divisions later on. Now you can do this with 2 cooperation governments, it's gonna be even easier, but I decided to rush it a little bit. And notice this, they have air superiority in English Channel. Oh, that's so misfortunate. Let's load a save file. The thing is, when you're playing on Arman, when you load a save file like this, it doesn't actually load it back. It saves it and then it puts you back on the exact same moment that you were. Now the air zones are reset and we can just click on this and it's gonna work. Or it won't. In case it doesn't, then you'll load back again. Okay, we took this. And look at these guys are trying to go back to Dover. You're not going there, buddy. You are getting so killed. Also, Plymouth is empty. Bristol is also empty, and so is Cardiff. Also, when divisions are moving in like this, you can stop them and start walking them in there. That way they won't be attacked by the Navy. How are we doing in Syria? We're slowly losing, it's fine. Okay, so this is the current situation. This is our front line. Honestly, not bad. Oh crap, we lack 1 single transport plane. That's why we can't power drop with one of these groups. Okay, we took Aberdeen, Belfast and Liverpool. They're so close to capitulation. We took Leeds. Is that enough? That is enough. If we don't lose a single city now, we win. But look at that. They're about to take Edinburgh. That's a 10 victory point city, which means we have to take 10 victory points back. Cardiff is empty. If I could take Manchester and Newcastle, that will be enough. Oh my god, we did it. Okay, when it comes to Turkey, I want to take back my own core state. I'll take Malatya and Diyarbakir. Everything else I don't need, I can just puppet them. And of course, I have war operations and all that stuff. Technically, when you think about it, Oman is a Gulf state too. Puppet, war operations, and I think that's it. I can also puppet Romania. And I'll take like this state of Canada and puppet everything else. And of course, we can't forget about the Navy. Let's go for harsh quotas, so let's use the cavalry. Also, bye-bye, Ethiopia. Now, I'll be fighting against Italy, and we have to be careful about this. Because I own all this stuff. I'll send one full army down here, and I'll build a port right here. I'm also gonna block Central and West Mediterranean. That way supplies here arrive through the Atlantic. I'm not gonna lie, all it takes them is just one good naval invasion, and I'm basically cooked. So just in case, let's get like 8 divisions that will garrison. Also, USA tends to guarantee countries now, so let's just define Albania. Oh, here we are. USA guaranteed Albania. And also let's attack Italia. Man, the supplies are so crap here. Let's just fall back to the Alamein. Let's also get technology sharing for the 5th research slot. What does a Turk, Frenchman and Belgian have in common? They're all dying for me. Oh, and there's Brits too. How could I forget about the British divisions? Yeah, oh, they got 38. Zog Defiant. USA at war with Italy. I can get military access from them. Beautiful. Let's make some crappy planes. This will be my fighter, and this will be my CAS. I know, they're crap, but they'll do for now. Okay, let's prepare the co-op government in the USA. Doesn't matter I have supply connection. No. It doesn't matter, you know. Supplies just decide to be randomly bad. They would go like this to Port Said and then down to Suez. Oh my god. This stupid fucking game. Yeah, now they're good. Wait, what? You can fall back into enemy territory like before? Oh my god. Whoever added this, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, here's our very first encirclement. That's a victory point I never heard of before. You know what, guys? You know what I could do for one of the sub-specials? A live stream where I memorize every single victory point in the game. That would be insane. And another one. I know it doesn't look like it, but there's a lake here. I don't think they can really escape. And look at that. We can finally make our good planes. This will be my fighter, and this will be my CAS. You stupid idiot, Germany. What the hell? What? How? You didn't join the Axis, you liar. Collaboration government is about to be done. I really wonder what it's gonna be. 45%. Nice. Let's get branch independent spirit, and I'm gonna go for the middle air doctrine as always. And as for land doctrine, I'm not really sure. Let's go for grand battle plan. I know it's 2025, but I'm rocking 7.2s. I don't give a crap. Seriously? Yeah, of course they did. They attack communist. I swear to god, Götterdämmerung has to be the 2nd or 3rd worst DLC that came out in this game. In what world does historical Germany attack Chinese United Front in 1940? They had decent relations with them. Hell, they preferred China over Japan until like 1941 or something like that. I had to kill a little bit more men to get that war support down a little bit more so that I can do war propaganda, because that's how this game works. Actually, this is all because of Reddit and because Paradox devs just look at Reddit, and we know that Reddit users are not very intelligent. I want minor countries to be playable, and I want them to be fun. A nation doesn't need 200 focuses to be fun. Why would they do that? Let's take all of these divisions, let's send them out to Quebec. Oh my god, these stupid Rice Commissariats, look at this. Even though they didn't control the state fully, it went to the Rice Commissariat, and now this has happened. They should have made a statement like, has full control, not just has control, like, because this can happen. And now 10 Soviet divisions die because of stupid code. Yes, it's 90%. Great. Please don't join the Axis. Wait, what? Did you see that? It just happened. The Civil War just happened and like it ended. Speaking of the USA, let's justify on the Philippines. Looks like all these divisions have arrived. Let's now give them garrison orders throughout USA. I will also deploy a bunch of planes. And let's now take one extra division, like this one right here, set it into this army, and let's delete everyone else here. That doesn't delete them, just sends them back to their puppets, right? Now I can attack Philippines, effectively also attacking USA, and I just need to request these divisions back from all of my puppets. How close are they to capping? Kind of close. Took Washington, that sets them down to 56. If they go down to 50, they should die. But it might take the game some time to recognize that we are a major war participant. If you can take Phillies, as they like to call it, they die. Yeah, New York is ours, USA is dead. And Italy's got most of the war participation. As long as I get to puppet them, I'm happy. Okay, Italy managed to steal most of the USA, but the thing is, we occupy it automatically. So I'm just gonna give the occupation to my puppet USA. Let's now actually attack Iraq. Wait, I can now kill Soviets too with Order 66, but nah, let's not do that. I think Germany's gonna kill them anyway. How the hell did Brazil join? The comment, why? Iranian metropole, like the most random focus ever, it gives them weekly manpower. I need to fully control them, not just control them, yeah. Here we are finally Mesopotamia. Did we get some manpower of this maybe? Okay, 600k, that's nice. Let's go to limited. You know what, that's enough of it for today. I'm gonna lose my mind, the PC is so slow because of the heat. Okay, I'm back. Let's get this over with. I love me some war propaganda, if you know what I mean. I also buffed this in the next update of Seofix. Trust me, it's gonna be gemmy as hell. And hope that I'm not lazy again and that I update it on time. Oh, that's why Saudi Arabia kept having those civil wars like a couple of videos ago. We can finally do it. Let's unite the Arabian Peninsula. I can also integrate the Fertile Crescent, which does nothing. I can integrate 11 states. Turns out this place has more population density than this, even though it has like nothing. How the hell did I get the occupation over this? What? The adjectives don't change. This is still Mesopotamia and France. Interestingly, when you attack from Italy into France, your only options are mountains, 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 or city. And the same thing applies when you do it as France. The options are mountains, 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 or city. Ooh, look at this! 59 planes in one single day. Yeah, Italian air is so shit. I never improve my doctrines. What's wrong with me? 47 divisions. Due to the political corruption, this guy will get to drink the blood of these guys, not the other guy. I wasn't even asked about it, and they just did this. What the hell? You can core Al Jazeera, ha ha ha. I just realized I'm a moron, I forgot about Mauritania, yeah. Oh, I wasn't paying attention, we broke through here. Yeah, Italy, you're dead now. Oh, that's it. Italy dead. And we can also integrate Al-Maghribiyah and Al-Jazair. Germany seems a little bit too dumb to build like supply hubs and ports, so I think I'm gonna build it for them. Okay, I'm gonna attack Sweden now, and let's now attack the countries in like South America. Chile just screwed everything up. They attacked Japan, they joined the Comintern. Let's take care of this Spain finally, get it? This Spain, the Spain, ha 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 ha. It could be said that we are doing a reconquista. This is what those old ass European boomers think of when it comes to Islam. They're like, no, this is the future. We need to be occupied by Putin to save Europe. Where are all their divisions? In Bilbao? One would think when you're fighting without any factions, you don't have to worry about their colonies. Oh shit, Japan attacked me too. They might call in Siam, so let's get some divisions down here. Ooh, I love how I just get the occupation here. Still don't get it. How is Caracas a desert in this game? Colombia is the most neglected nation in HOI4, I feel like. They have 8 million people, but they have 2 cities in this game. That was a nice fight. That was one very fierce battle. We killed like 30 divisions in Trinidad. These guys cannot join factions, right? Oh, yeah, they can't. Because the Amazonian war never ended. Ooh, Soviet Union capped. But the war isn't over yet because, you know, Chile is a major. Chile with 5 million people and 120 factories. Yeah, that's a circumvent right here. And let's now bang the cock. Finally. It doesn't even check for all the states. It just checks for some states. You know what, I'll give them land. The event doesn't work. A base. Yunnan dude. What now? Can't wait for all my divisions to be teleported back to Damask. Please don't teleport my divisions south. Although I know that they will be teleported because this game is so ass. Yeah. Totally didn't teleport my divisions all the way back to Syria. Nice. This is gonna be your tank. I'll have to build a supply up here. If I was playing my mod, I wouldn't. Actually, I'm lying to you. That's still not in my mod, but it will be in the next version, I promise. These guys are almost out of manpower on scraping the bear. Come on. Oh, that's the biggest one ever. Yeah, I'm gonna kill this, then I'm gonna kill Peru. I'm just bloodthirsty at this point. Let's liberate Ecuador. Now I can easily kill Ecuador without having to like naval invade them. The funny Galapagos regime. Funny thing is, they still got the Amazonian war national spirit and they can't join any faction. Another puppet that's pointless and that I'm going to annex is Belgian Congo. Sorry. Popular Revolutionary State of the Congo. Goebbels in 1940. Nah, you're getting killed for this. Just for this and this alone. But you know what's funny to me? La Paz and Santa Cruz are both counties of Arizona. What? Yeah, they just randomly claim entire region with 100 million people with no backstory or anything like it. No, they just claim it all. Natural wealth. Actually, I don't think it's natural. I think the Dutch planted those plantations. I don't think they're native to here. That's why they didn't have any natural predators. That's why they could grow so much rubber. But, you know, it's natural. I'm gonna join this war. I can take over your faction. Oh yeah, Albanian-Irish war. They're fighting in London over who sells more drugs. There's not exactly much I can take in this peace deal. Kinda hate when the AI does this. They ask you for a state because they want to take it, you forfeit, and then instead of taking it, they just create a new puppet there. I'm gonna have Chile in Easter Island because they forgot to code in this island into AI to actually take it ever. They never take it. Man, I can't trust the Brits with Ireland for one single day. Let's instantly annex them. Once again, because of the teleporting divisions, we lost like entire Mongolia and this part of China, which we're pushing in nicely. I even built a supply hub there. And just a random thought, Russian words for colors are so funny. The root of the Russian word for blue literally means pigeon here, while the word for red means gorgeous. These guys have been chilling in Mexico for like past 5 years. Completely forgot this Netherlands is a thing. I love this green frog shit color. It's so based. Let's see how good the tanks are. Yeah, the tanks are pretty good. This is like the first World War. Like, we reach a stalemate. Let's bring over the tanks and then we win. Oh, co-op government. Yes, sir. You know what's funny? You can kind of delete countries from existing when you do collaboration governments like this. And if you have lots of war participation against a country, don't do it. The war participation disappears too. This encirclement might not have 2 million men inside of it, but it does have 2 million square kilometers of land. I stumbled upon the same guy twice. It's like Finland. I didn't even notice that. Based. Oh my god, Germany is doing naval invasions in Japan. I just realized Switzerland is a thing. Yeah, let's justify them immediately. 400 days. Holy mother of LARP. That's it. We did it. Germany. Only you and me. We did it. We conquered almost the entire world. You are my friend, and because of that, I would never, ever backstab you. Anyway, as promised, I'm not gonna backstab Germany. Instead, I'm just gonna tie their arms, tie their legs, and then stab them frontally. Technically not backstabbing. In other words, their divisions are going to one special island. And no, not the one that the Trump has been to, the other one. And yeah, sure, I know, I could have fought Germany legitimately, but I gotta go to bed soon. I need to study tomorrow. I have exams soon. I have a life, actually. You know what's funny? This plus 15% maximum factories in state buff is so useless. Unless you have a dense urban region, which entire Afghanistan doesn't have, you're not getting anything out of it. Anyway, we're at war with these guys. Let's call in Germany. Oh wait, that's not Germany. That's Germany. See, this is consensual. They're willing to accept this, you know. Let's get these guys down here. These numbers are trying to tell me something. The map is yet again less colorful. Sorry, I was late with my Christmas gift, but your gift is spending the rest of your life on a tropical island. Can't sell any better, right? Bro, I got an ungodly amount of navy. Yeah, I'm gonna delete some, I think. Let's attack Germany. There's Bulgarian divisions here. What if I quest their divisions? What happens? Who wins? Oh my god, we're out of range. This division is either going to disappear on the map, or this guy's gonna become like skill 9. Yeah, he's not gonna become a skill 9 general. Germany seems to be fighting back. I'm not particularly a big fan of that. Oh, that's it. Nice. I'm just gonna axe everything, of course. Told you, Judge, I didn't stab him in the back. It was a frontal assault. What happened to... Oh, Paraguay got resurrected. Anyway, Romania, I don't need you anymore. Okay, Argentina's next. This war goes ready in like 4 months. In the meantime, I can get these guys. Only 20 days to justify Hungary. That's great. I can see like none of their divisions. Ah yeah, I stuck them into the island. I forgot about it. Yeah, look at those divisions in Budapest. I've got 2.7k, they got 1.3 million. This always looked like angel wings to me, but now when I look at it better, it's like 2 white flags. Nah, Ibanez, we are mugging you. Oh crap, we got him. When you realize the second biggest city in entire Finland right now is Murmansk. Come on, die already. Okay, Xinjiang is looking very weird, let's just say that. Also, bye-bye China. Bye-bye Bulgaria. Gotta leave the worst things for the end. So let's annex Belgium. Okay, now we did it. We conquered the entire world as Syria. And the next nation is gonna be picked by my channel members. I hope it's not too hard, because I'm kind of busy with my life right now. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and bye.